of purporting to be the riffs of Richie Blackmore, my absolute teenage hero. Now before I go on, I'm going to get criticised for using a Gibson Les Paul, but I felt like playing them. I'm sitting a bit awkward here on the couch, so excuse the sloppy playing, but no excuses. Richie Blackmore joined Deep Purple back in 1966, and in 1972 or 73, certainly on the 1973 released album Made in Japan, my second ever long playing record I acquired, the song Lazy, written by the great late John Lord, and probably co-written by Ritchie, the song Lazy. Beautiful guitar style of Richie Blackmore. Now later in this video I'm going to talk about scales that are very popular now with metal guitarists especially, namely specifically the Hungarian minor scale, also known as the double harmonic major scale, also known as the Gypsy minor scale, and lesser known as the Egyptian scale. And then I'm going to talk about the Gypsy major scale. Ritchie used them back in the early 70s, way ahead of his time. But we'll talk about those a little later. But right now, I'd just like to talk about some of the material he did, like this is unrehearsed, and I certainly haven't played this in about 50 years. You know, when I was 15 years old, my mother said to my older sister, there's some strange noises coming out of Michael's bedroom. Believe me, I must have played a hole through that vinyl of that double album, Made in Japan by Deep Purple. Now, Richie Blackmore, according to many commentators online and what I've read, was known to be a difficult character to work with. Well, I don't care. Richie's about 79 or 80 years old, purportedly in a nursing home in England, and I wish him well if he's watching. The Man in Black, as he was known and is known, and absolute legend of mine. But I've never ever purported to try to copy his style, but I was very influenced as a teenager and in later years. But I really play him, ironically. When I did take guitar up about 13 years ago, again after a long break of decades, I jammed along with the CDs that I have of his for a few years, but only a few hours a month, unlike now where I play 3 or 4 hours a day, trying all new sorts of things. And this is why, if you're still watching, I'd like you to listen, because I'm in very much of the frame of mind now, at the age of almost 66, that it's time for you youngsters and you older guys to bring some new material to the world. Now, I try and write at least 3 songs a week, and I can't sing, but thanks for those who are supporting me regularly online. But honestly, I like having fun, so I play with a loop pedal and a drum machine, and it's looped, and I do them on the spot. None of them are rehearsed or greatly thought out. They're done within 15 minutes normally. So that's the background to those jams that you see me do. And I try to do wacky things as well. If you follow my channel, like, you know, as I say, this is not a rehearsed or edited video, so just take it for what it is. Now, I talk a lot about arpeggios and that on my channel. Now just consider that I'm just playing arpeggios here. D minor, and then D sharp minor, sorry. That's a G minor, isn't it? Because it's in the D minor shape. The cowboy D minor. So that's a G there. And then a C major. Roll back into A minor pentatonic. So D minor. Out of that bar shape. The equivalent of A minor. That's a good one for you to practice. Okay, and that's it. That's, you know, you get a lot of songs. Of course, you got. Try that again. It's been decades since I've listened to these songs. Strange Kind of Woman, something like that, but great riffs Richie left us with. Now I want to talk about the Hungarian minor scale that Ritchie used in a lot of his songs, and I'll do it in the key of A. So you got root second, flat third, sharp 4 or flat 5. Okay, the devil's note, as it was known in the medieval times. So root second, minor third, sharp 4 or flat 5, the E flat, E and F, in other words 5, flat 6, major 7th, the G sharp to A. Now notice with this scale that the three consecutive notes, the three chromatic notes, those are the three I'm referring to. E flat, E, and F recur here on the A string and on the B string. Think of it as an octave. So you want to play it in 2 horizontal octaves. Simple, eh? That's it. The Hungarian minor scale, also known as the double harmonic scale, also known as the Gypsy minor scale, and lesser known as the Egyptian scale. Once again, root second, flat third, sharp 4 or flat 5. You know, if you're going up, you say sharp. If you're going down, you say flat. E flat or D sharp from the root of A. Chromatic, major 7th to root. A, B, C, E flat or D sharp, E, F, G sharp or A flat, A, B, C, D, E flat, major 7th to root, the A, B, C. Off you go do it. I've shown you how. Then you got Gypsy, that also known as Gypsy minor, or Hungarian minor scale. Gypsy minor gives that Eastern European exotic sound. And then you got the Gypsy major scale. Root, flat second, major third. Okay? 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 8. second, the B flat, C sharp, D, after D came, yep, examine those where the chromatic things are. You can also see Gypsy major scale as being a combination of the harmonic minor scale, which is simply the natural minor scale, combined with the raised seventh, the note below the root, the A flat to the A or the G sharp. Minor scale on the E string you've got so on the E string, the D string, and use these techniques to remember the scales. I'm trying to help you here. And that's where those three notes reoccur. The chromatic. When you're dealing with Gypsy major, if you're dealing with Gypsy minor, you've got the minor third, which is the giveaway Hungarian minor, or Gypsy minor, also lesser known as. So you've got your three notes in a row there on the A. So now I've made it simple for you to remember. Minor third, whole tone minor third, chromatic, then C, D, just always think that whatever happens on the top string happens on the bottom string, because it's exactly the same. It's an E and it's an E. Hopefully this is making it simple for you, so you don't have to remember all the notes, and you know that's a C, that's a D, so C, D, you can go to that Remember I told you the Hungarian minor, the minor. Think about that. I've really made it very basic for you. Now, if you're interested in these things, I've got one lesson up which is 8 scales and modes used by metal guitarists, reasonably popular. I've done it in D, in the key of D. Often there's just a drone or there's a half step sort of implying Phrygian. So and then I gave you the use the D minor. Natural minor, D Aeolian, the 5th mode, the 6th mode of the D major scale. Then I gave you that's the, you'd recognize as the harmonic minor. Because I added the raised 7th, the C sharp to the D. And then you got your D Phrygian dominant. You got your half step with your major third, your F sharp, you know, 2 whole tones away, the major third into. Okay, and then so you got your natural minor. your harmonic minor. I didn't do Phrygian for you. Then Phrygian dominant, and then you've got your Hungarian minor, you've got your Gypsy minor, and then that's 6, and then I'm going to give you the D altered, where every note except the root is flat. Root, flat second, flat third, flat fourth, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, root. And then the melodic minor is like a combination of the minor and major scale. If you think of it this way, the major scale will be 3 notes per string. That's D major, D melodic minor, like a D natural minor, whole tone, half step, whole step, half step, and you can go check the notes out, take it down into the next horizontal octave, and you're going to have a lot of notes to take you outside the D minor pentatonic. Because you're going to start going. You're going to have a lot more notes to play with now. Amazing, eh? And all I've really done is add 2 to the minor pentatonic scale. Think about it, because there's 5 notes in my D minor pentatonic or A minor pentatonic. Some of these scales have actually used 8 notes where I add the raise. So I've given you a few more notes. But you can combine all of them. Choose D, because you guys probably knew that, is because you guys drop your E string to the D, drop D tuning, in other words. Gives you that thunderous sound you so love. Anyway, I hope you found this all useful, and get your Deep Purple records out and start jamming with them. Cheers.